Let's talk about the insecurity in Nigeria and how it started. You know, when Obasanjo was in power, we were all suffering from economic crisis until Obasanjo left power and Yaradua came into power. Yaradua came into power and found out that the Northern are being used by the British to suffocate other tribes in Nigeria. So he now said that, you know what, let all my projects be in the North. I want to educate these people so that they will understand that they are being used by the British right from the origin of Nigeria. And he started the project, and most of his project was all education, to learn them, to make them understand. So when the British find out that this man is stepping on their toes, Yaradua now get ill and die in the hospital over there in US. I want you to get where I'm heading to. They tried possible best to cover up the death of Yaradua, but unfortunately the minister of speech, I don't know how to call it, that woman, I've forgotten her name, now expose them. But I'm sorry, she never lived to tell the story. Then Goodluck Jonathan now stepped in as acting president to fulfill the promise of Yaradua. As Goodluck Jonathan stepped into power, he started the project that late Yaradua started. And when these British found out that Goodluck Jonathan is doing the same thing that the Yaradua was doing, they started sending him different attack. Different. That is how Boko Haram came. And who was this Boko Haram? Islamic, from another country, from another African country. They now step into Nigeria, started trying their possible best to eliminate our former president Goodluck Jonathan. And Goodluck Jonathan, as God may made it, God protected him so bad. When they find out that it's not possible to get him down, they now say, okay, do you know what? This is how we're going to do it. And what was that? They went to the north to kidnap all the children that this man was trying to educate, to make them learn, understand that these people are being used by them. They went to the north to kidnap all of them, take them into a exile, trying to teach them Islamic life. They did not kidnap them to hold them hostage. No. They kidnapped them and be sending them message in their camps. We were seeing it all over videos. Then, do you know what? Goodluck Jonathan now got a call from the United States of America and the UK. And who was that? The former president of the United States of America, Barack Obama, and the former prime minister of UK, David Cameron. These two people now tell Goodluck Jonathan, please step down to avoid bloodshed. Goodluck Jonathan have no other option than to step down. Definitely he knows that he's the winner, but he stepped down just for bloodshed's sake. And now Buhari now came into power, everything now calmed down. The Islamic now calmed down. Nobody was talking about the Islamic again. Until Biafra now came into the system. And other states were talking about the dividing of the country. Benue were supporting the Biafras. Some Northerners like Jos were supporting the Biafras. Other states were supporting the Biafra. Even the Lagos state were trying to divide as of then too. They now found out that these people have started again. These British now enforce the Islamic Boko Haram back to Nigeria. They started penetrating on those states that are supporting Biafras. And those states that are supporting the Duduwa, they now start destroying those places. Start investing on those places. Start destroying both their property, their crops. Then, when Buhari now died, the same thing that happened to Yaradua now happened to Buhari. Because the Northerners, they have fixed the Northerners in all the ministers. They have covered all the ministers with the Islamic, the Northerners. They now use that system to cover up the sin of our late president Buhari. Buhari died, nobody know that Buhari have died. Someone was imposing to be the president of Nigeria. And the senators kept quiet, everybody. They have nothing to say, because anybody that say anything is going down the same way that woman that exposed them go down. So nobody have the mouth to say. These British hold them tight. And now, after Buhari, because everywhere the system were showing that there is nobody on that seat, the insecurity, everything became worse to show that there was nobody on that seat. Then after all their plans may have gone, they start planning on how to put another Hausa man into that system. Who was that? The PDP candidate, Atiku. They wanted Atiku to be in power, but because of Tinubu know the secret behind the death of Buhari and everything, he now used it to threaten the British, and they have no other option than to step down for Tinubu. Now Tinubu now went into power. Guess what that happened? They started using insecurity to destroy the effort of that man. They started sending more Boko Harams, paying them left and right, trying to make Nigeria to understand that the regime of Tinubu is not good. But we know all this. The British are the people trying to make sure that Nigeria are against the president of Nigeria, which is Tinubu. Up till now, the insecurity. And the ministers, do you know what that marvels me a lot? Even the Tinubu knows that the British are behind this. Senators know that the British are behind this. The militaries know that the British are behind this. Even, I will not say that, let me just conclude. Because there is no how someone will bring a weapon like AK-47 to the terrorists without the knowledge of the militaries that are all over the borders in Nigeria. They can't say anything. These people are being intimidated by the British. And now, they have found out that Tinubu don't agree. He no agree. Tinubu don't stand pin for that seat. Tinubu no care whether people die or no die. Tinubu no be Goodluck Jonathan. They don't say Tinubu no be Goodluck Jonathan. They now start planning on how to step in down next year. And guess what? They want to use Goodluck Jonathan to step down Tinubu just because maybe they have talked to P2B, P2B refused, or the character of P2B. No, these people know how to read someone. They have studied P2B and know that P2B cannot bow down to them. They start using Goodluck Jonathan to step down Tinubu. And if they succeed to step down Tinubu in next election, they will still look for a way to step down Goodluck Jonathan, because Goodluck Jonathan is not the particular person they need in that seat. The particular person they need in that seat is Atiku. But my question to the Africans today, if you kill someone that is trying to protect you, protect himself and others today, what will be the outcome of your generation when they start suffering from what someone was trying to protect when he was alive? Because they are making use of you to destroy your own black. They are making use of you because of the money, because of the power, to destroy your own fellow black. Then my question is, tomorrow